Right, welcome back to the Just for Congress show, and I have another Congress-ready resolution to read to you, and you're going to love this. It's for treason and insurrection, impeachment, so y'all should really send me to Congress, September 15th, right in the comments below. Tag all your Tucson friends and let them know that they can write somebody in who will actually impeach all the insurrectionists in our government. So let's effing go, as the young people say. Haha. You also get a twofer. Comedian and a congressperson. Please do check out my Substack, Treason to Geneva, and it would sure be a pity if y'all went there and copied and pasted your favorite resolution and sent it to your congress member. This is going to be a popular one, I'm sure. So this is called, his name is Krasnov. Trump is a traitor and we're done pretending otherwise. Tucson, Arizona. Independent congressional candidate Treason to Geneva Chang announced her intention today to file a formal resolution to impeach Diaper Donald for treason, insurrection, espionage, and obstruction of justice, citing overwhelming evidence that Trump has systematically betrayed the United States and dismantled our democracy from within with help from over 200 Republican co-conspirators in Congress. This man is not merely unfit, he's an adjudicated insurrectionist, the degenerate Chang. His true allegiance lies not with the United States, but with authoritarian regimes and foreign adversaries. His behavior is textbook treason. The press release titled, "His name is Krasnov," refers to evidence that Trump was cultivated as a Russian asset since 1987, according to former KGB officials, from gifting U.S. ventilators to Russia for Putin's personal use during the COVID crisis, to obstructing justice by deleting incriminating tweets to try to cover up his involvement or leading an insurrection. His crimes are well documented and staggering in scope. Highlights my resolution: criminal referral for espionage, treason, and insurrection, immediate removal from office, not just Diaper Donald, but 200 insurrectionists and 6 corrupt Supreme Court justices as well. Nullification of all executive orders signed by Dump. Disqualification of any members of Congress who enabled or aided and abetted. And call for emergency federal prosecutions and enforcement of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which bars insurrectionists from holding office. Degenerate Chang is calling on voters to write her in for Congress on September 15th to clean house, root out enemies of democracy, and restore the republic. Diaper Donald is a clear and present danger to the United States of America. Declassified Russian records and former KGB agents confirmed Diaper Dumpster Fire has been a Russian intelligence asset since 1987, when he was first invited to Moscow. His connections to Russian oligarchs, intelligence operatives, and money laundering networks spanned decades. His debt-laden real estate empire became a global laundromat. Good job, Chatty. A global laundromat for Kremlin cronies. While Americans struggled during COVID, Dumpster Fire gifted medical equipment to Vladimir Putin. He withheld military aid from Ukraine and tried to blackmail President Zelensky. That was then. He's also doing it now. Tried to extort a leader of a foreign country, President Zelensky, into fabricating dirt on his political opponents. He then called Zelensky a dictator while defending Putin, who jails and murders journalists and opposition leaders. Dumpster Fire incited a deadly insurrection on January 6, 2021, then watched it unfold, watched everybody burn for 187 minutes, 7 hours of silence from the White House, refusing to send aid or call off the mob. He deleted tweets, deleted phone records, and later pardoned over 1,600 unindicted domestic terrorists. Yeah, he pardoned. One of the first things he did so he could create a brown shirt army is to pardon 1,600 unindicted domestic terrorists from January 6th. So let's stop pretending this is politics as usual. Diaper Trump has violated his oath, endangered national security, incited violence, obstructed justice, and conspired with foreign powers against America. He's a freaking traitor. Like Noam Chomsky said, he's a criminal, the worst criminal in human history. His executive orders and appointments are illegitimate. He is barred from office under the 14th Amendment. That's why I'm running Write Me in September 15th. Treason and I approved this massage. Write me in September 15th, and we will remove every single insurrectionist from government. This is our republic. Let's take it back. It's our country. It's our country. We have to own it, though. You guys are just gonna roll over, play dead like Congress has been doing. Just let us slip into an authoritarian slide. Okay, here's my 5-minute speech. Time to impeach the traitor and thief. Everybody knows he stole our elections to stay out of prison. Duh. Him and Elon Musk rats. They were both going to prison and they know it. They talked about it. Muskrat said that if Diaper Dumpster Fire didn't win, he was going to jail and he wouldn't be able to see his kids. That's what he said on video. It's on video. It's there for all the world to see. And Diaper Dumpster Fire admitted at least 4 times that he rigged the elections. Okay? And also the receipts are in. He freaking lost and he stole it. He and Muskrat stole it to stay out of prison. Duh! Okay, so here's my Congress-ready resolution to impeach Donald J. Trump, for treason, insurrection, and espionage, and to call on the American people to help me finish the job. Trump is not a president. He is an adjudicated insurrectionist, declared so by courts in Maine and Colorado, and the Supreme Court, by the way. He led a violent attack on the U.S. Capitol. He pressured officials to overturn a legitimate election. He called for his own vice president to be hanged. Duh! While 1.2 million Americans died during the pandemic, he sent life-saving ventilators to Russia. Why? Because he serves Vladimir Putin, not the United States. Even his name, according to former KGB agents, is Krasnov. His Russian handler code, Bone Spurs. Krasnov Bone Spurs. That's what Jessica Dudson calls him. Ha ha ha. Everybody go check out her show too. Lights on. He pardoned terrorists. He stole national secrets and kept them in his shitter at Mar-a-Lago. He threatens our allies, and the moment he got back into power, he began dismantling our democracy from within. So, lucky you, I'm a candidate for Congress here in Tucson, Arizona. And on September 15th, we have an opportunity to send another, instead of sending another ass kisser to Congress, send me an ass kicker to light a proverbial fire under the arse of these cowards. Should have been impeaching them every day and twice on Sunday. So, elect me. Send me to Congress. You want some entertainment? Send Trista to Congress to file the impeachment resolution that should have been happening on January 7th, 2021. Let's vacate every one of his executive orders. Let's bar every insurrectionist Congress. Let's disbar all the lawyers for allowing this nightmare to go on and on and on. Freaking cowards. And let's restore the Constitution and defend it from enemies, foreign and domestic. Let's enforce the Constitution. Send Trista to Congress if you love the Constitution. Join me, share this, write me in. Let's take our country back. Okay, here's the resolution. Whereas Trump, in violation of his oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, incited and led an insurrection against the government of the United States, January 6, 2021, and gave aid and comfort to domestic terrorists. Whereas he failed to act for over 7 hours while violent domestic terrorists stormed the United States Congress, endangered the lives of elected officials, and obstructed the peaceful transfer of power. Whereas he encouraged the mob by stating they were very special, pressured the vice president to overturn a legitimate election and use incendiary rhetoric against him. And the Speaker of the House, whereas Trump has been adjudicated as an insurrectionist by multiple state courts, including Supreme Courts of Colorado and Maine, and remains under investigation or indictments for crimes including conspiracy, espionage, and obstruction of justice. Whereas Trump removed classified documents from the White House in violation of the Espionage Act. Espionage and obstruction of justice. And by the way, what about those 10 counts of obstruction of justice that Mueller was talking about, as well as extortion of a foreign leader? Send me to Congress. I'll go.